Hello students, this is Professor Crockmall. We're in Newark Airport. Welcome to ICM 501. Here we go.
Born on a mountaintop in Tennessee, greenest state in the land of the free. Raised in the woods, so he knew every tree. Killed him a bar when he was only 3. Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier.
Davy Crockett. I love that.
It was the first time I brought an invention to school to show to a teacher.
So people come to me all the time, like they want to make viral videos. This is going to be really depressing. You want to make a viral video? Don't. Don't even try. It is too hard. It is way too hard. Let me give you some numbers to show you how hard it is. The content on our sites, let's say our audience creates, for ease of math, 40,000 pieces of content per week. We have learned a lot about how to increase the probability of getting content to go viral, and we get one of those 40,000 pieces of content to go viral per week on average. Now when I say viral, I also mean millions of people viewing it viral. So in short, viral coefficient, something you need to know. If the viral coefficient is above 1, that's when you start getting exponential growth. There's ways you can increase the viral coefficient. Viral coefficient just means for every one person who sees it, how many people do they bring with them? How many people do they refer? So above 1 means on average they refer more than one person for every person who sees it. The more incentive you give people to share, the more likely they are to share. Now that sounds like one of those really obvious things, and and you're probably thinking, well, okay, duh. But it's one of those things, if you really think about it, you think about the implications of it, there's much more to it than that. So there's 2 basic strategies you can get people to share. Ultimately, virality is just word-of-mouth marketing, but the online version of it. The first strategy, this is the strategy I tell everyone to use, bribery. It's the most effective strategy. It's really straightforward. You give somebody something in return for doing something you want. As aggressive as you think you could be in the most aggressive situation that you'd ever think that you'd be willing to do that, be 5 times more aggressive than that, because most people are just way too scared to ask for referrals. Things that, if you want to make something go viral, you need to piss people off or make them really happy, but nothing in between.
Media creates value and meaning as it travels across the culture. The companies that seek to lock down and restrict our access to their content devalue it, lose out on the rich and robust conversations that are going on all around it. That our central message is if it doesn't spread, it's dead. Where our awareness of things are shaped by our friends, family members, spreading pieces of media to us and creating that initial contact and awareness of a new property. It's not the agency or the network that is pushing the content at that point. It's the consumer that's engaging other consumers with that content. So in the sense, spreadability is all about the choices we make as individuals, as community members, as parts of larger networks, affecting the flow of media through the culture. So for example, the nonprofit organization Invisible Children releases Cooney 2012, expectation it's going to reach 500,000 viewers over a 2-month period of time, because that was the track record of previous content, 70 million in 4 days. Actually, if you took the highest rated film in the US that weekend, the highest grossing show on television that weekend, added them together, you still would get nowhere near the number of views that this human rights video got on YouTube. The scope of that absolutely dwarfs the capacity of broadcast media at the same time. Take a few zeros off, and then suddenly you're looking at those videos that get 70,000 as opposed to 70 million views, and many, many more of those that would never have gotten visibility under the old system. And you realize this is not something on the fringes. This is central to how the media ecology is going to work for the years to come. Viral as a metaphor is really a dead end. You know, it's sick-making in a certain way, because it starts from this idea of infection, epidemics, susceptibility, vulnerability, and it doesn't actively acknowledge the agency of people who are choosing to pass content along. I mean, in the course of a day, we may get 100 pieces of media through our inbox, of a small percentage of which we choose to pass along. So we're making active decisions about what media to pass to what people, in which conversations, through which channels, with which messages attached, and whether we want to alter it in some fundamental way or not. And we can't really get there by either passively saying, I don't know what happened, it just went viral, or promising this occult science where a small number of experts can tell us how to make something go viral. Instead, we actually have to engage in the active social and cultural processes through which media
moment. One of them, as you mentioned, is sticky video. The idea is that the video player moves with you on the screen, so that rather than the traditional way of watching a video and then waiting for that to finish and reading the article, as you read down the article, the video will follow you down, and obviously the advertising follows with the video, so it's very immersive, and it reflects much more about how people are consuming content, that they're not just traditionally watching a video and then reading a piece of content. It's truly kind of seamless, and that's the idea behind that one.